podcast. Tonight we're going to talk about I'm sorry, Arctic Ops. I'm doing two podcasts tonight, so I'm like trying to remember which ones. Arctic Ops and Thunderbirds for Dominate Open are in finals this weekend on Saturday. So tonight we're going to discuss individual players, who we think beats who in each lane and in the jungle. Then we'll talk about what we think the team as a whole strengths and weaknesses are, and then we'll do predictions at the very end for the series. So let's do introductions really quick. We'll start with Hugo.
Hello, I go by Washed Up Ruin sometimes, but I have so many accounts, so everyone calls me Hugo. That's my real name, and yeah. I, um,
What team did you play on?
oh right,
And you're
right.
real comfortable on camera.
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
worst introduction
No,
I've ever
I
heard.
I play on Mo's, both pre and open. Yeah, that's about it. Leave me alone, guys. Stop
Alright.
cyberbullying
Neath,
me.
are you here?
Skip me, go next. Someone else. Just hang on.
Okay. Slappy.
So I'm gentle this season. Last season I was Slappy Pappy, if anyone remembers that. Played on Protect the Muffin this season, who did not perform the greatest, but
Oh, you're
never
flaming
forget.
your team in introductions?
Yeah, I'll
Shit.
flame myself.
Alright.
I'm just saying, didn't do great. It's okay though. I love my boys.
Poop. You guys are terrible at introductions.
Poop.
Poop.
I'm Poop. I play for the Tortugas, the most illustrious League of Legends amateur league team in the history of ever. And I part-time play for Moe's, but they kind of suck, so I'm abandoning them for finals.
Understandable.
All right, my name's ShadyGecko, and I play for both Arctic Ops and Moe's, who are both in the finals, and I am the jungler for both teams.
Awesome. Oh, Neath, are you back? Alright.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
You
good.
introduce yourself?
All right. I'm Neath. I play AD carry for Thunderbirds Open, and I'm in the finals for the first time. Let's go.
Nice.
That's my boy.
Alright, so I was able to do stats for open, not for pre-made. Sorry, open. Sorry, pre-made teams later on. So we can start with discussing individual players. I guess we can do a rundown first of each team before we like go into stats. And for this one, we can just like talk as a group together. We don't have to like go down the Discord line or anything. So for Arctic Ops, top laner is Peach Buzz Fizzle. Top laner for Thunderbirds is Bloodkeen. Arctic Ops jungler is ShadyGecko. Jungler for Thunderbirds is Ultra Blue Jay. In the mid lane for Arctic is PhD in mid lane. For Thunderbirds, Kaden. ADC for Arctic Ops is Kiora, and the support is 4000 IQ. And then for Thunderbirds, we have Neath, and then I have Entlist, who changes his name a lot. His name might have changed by now. I don't know. I just put the last one that I knew. So, do you guys want to talk in general first, or just go to the stats and look at them? What do we prefer? Or do
I
we
guess
do
we
we do we need the stats while we're talking about?
think,
You might as well put them up.
probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just
I
start.
have
We'll
them
just go down the line for lane. So we'll go top down through bot lane. We can do bot lane together. So let's start with top with Peach Buzz and Blood King. Let me see if I can get.
I think they're both
Whoops.
island players.
I think they're both. Well, actually, they're both together
Buzz
since it
Fizzle.
works. I think they're both island players.
Yeah. And they have like the lowest KP.
Yeah,
Peach has a 28% kill participation.
He does.
A lot of teams do it, I think.
So
Peach is a
I think
split
both
pusher, you
teams.
know.
Yeah, I think both teams just kind of leave their top laners by themselves
Yeah,
for the most part.
I've noticed that with Thunderbirds. I feel like he either plays tanks or like split pushers.
Yeah.
Like
So
Blood King.
one thing that jumps out to me right away is the kill participation for Thunderbirds is, across the board higher than the kill participation for Arctic Ops.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily, put too much weight in that, because the series that Arctic Ops played, a few of their games were kind of like runaway in every lane. So, you have people getting kills in the bot lane, in the mid lane, in the top lane, and they're not, whereas Thunderbirds had this 5-game series with long games and, tons of team fights and whatnot. At least that was my impression.
Gonna do that so we can see more stats. Oh, Hugo, what are your opinions? You're the top laner here.
About Peach
About
and
Peach and
Blood
Blood
King?
King. Yeah.
Blood King's garbage, so Peach will shit on him. Blood King has a massive ego, is supposedly a trend one trick, but is relegated to tank duty, and then somehow has the biggest ego on TB while getting
He's a
carried.
team player, dude.
So,
He
and
unlike
Peach
you.
is actually good at the game, so he will clap Mr. Blood King.
Wait, how do I make it to where these won't scroll over? I'm forgetting. Does anyone know? If not, I
Just
just
give me
won't.
access to every
dude.
document in Risen and I'll fix it. Don't worry.
This is my
There we
document.
go.
Trust me. Trust me.
Did you
Alright,
say you
whatever.
want them to scroll over? Or you
I
don't?
want these three to not scroll so we can see the names as the stats
As
scroll over.
constantly. So you highlight that column
Yeah.
and then you go to view and you do freeze.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that didn't work.
That's the vertical freeze. You have to do the
Yeah.
column freeze.
Thank you. Okay. Other thoughts about Peach Buzz and Blood King? Let me see.
I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but
We don't have to give away team secrets. You can just talk in general about
I mean,
players.
I
Or are you
always
gonna talk about the scrim?
Don't talk
The
about
scrim?
scrims.
Oh, well, it was like one game, but
The
it
league
was
scrim
hilarious.
Oh, I
bro.
didn't play in that one. I didn't
Oh,
play
you
in that
didn't?
one.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, don't
I
don't
think
like don't like
Peach is
scrims.
cuter.
But I'm just saying, I
Peach
always
is
can't
cuter. That's
Peach.
Yeah.
So, you know, his lane's always going to win, whether or not the rest of the team wins. But I always make sure my boy is doing well.
Yeah. I think Peach is just gonna smash.
no hope in my top laner, guys.
I was gonna say,
Nope.
what's
Well, what do you
what
say?
does
What's your
Neath have? I
opinion?
know. I was like,
Dude,
what
in
is
my opinion, dude, Blood can play anything, dude. If we need a split pusher, he'll go play split pusher. If we need to like hard engage, he'll play anything, dude.
Huh,
He'll
that's
just-
crazy.
he'll just
I
get
can
in
play
there.
Caitlyn, but I'm not very good at her.
Well, yeah, that's called suck.
He might be able to play anything, but I think you
Yeah,
guys
no,
are
but
just
he's
gonna
good
put him
at
on
it. There
tank
you go.
duty.
He's good at it. There you go.
So, do you think he's going to beat Peach in the 1v1?
Oh yeah, he's gonna pull out the Riven, the
he
Fiora.
plays Riven? I know he plays Fiora.
The fucking Irelia, the fucking Cannon. I don't know. I'm just gonna list off.
Wow.
I saw him
He's
mostly
giving
on.
it all away.
Real
All
top
right, all
laner.
right.
Well, for playoffs, he was mostly on tanks, right? That's what I saw. It was like Maokai.
Yeah, I'll just go
Yeah.
on a tank so he can carry. That
you're
whole, like-
you're just gonna
I-
play tank. Okay, okay.
He might be able to play anything, but I think you guys are just gonna put him on tanks every game.
Nah, dude, nah.
Now we can do this. Okay. Any other thoughts on top lane?
Wait. Neath, you want to make it a 5-game series and give the other team a chance? Is that what you're saying? You want to put him on a carry and lose a few games?
Can you show the real
No,
stat?
no.
KD?
That's
Lead
like
IP.
letting us stay in the series, dude.
What's the
Like-
real stat?
KDA. That's what I care about.
They're pretty similar.
See, Peach has a higher KDA.
Well, you know, they're both
Peach
not.
is,
They're
Peach
both
is actually just a better player.
they're
Blood King is fucking
okay.
terrible.
They're both okay with KDAs. This one,
Blood King is
this one's
really
this
Yeah,
one's
what
almost okay.
What Arch said. Peach is gonna win.
I think you can just tell like Blood King's always on tanks because his fucking damage per minute is the same as his support.
Well, his support does play Pike and like Bard and stuff, so a little.
Anyone who has an ego while playing Maokai is generally terrible.
Aw. Dude, that's like saying anybody who thinks Meal counters Maokai are like the same people, dude. Like,
All right. Well, let's.
Maokai does
I
counter
think we've
All right, let's go to
we've casted our votes.
let's go to Shady's role. All right, so
Yeah, let's talk about Shady.
ShadyGecko, jungler, Arctic Ops, Ultra Blue Jay, jungler for Thunderbirds.
Shady's the best jungler in Dom Open. It's not close.
true. No, it is close, dude. This guy, like, Ultra Blue Jay, my man. He's a
I'll
fucking-
say it. I'll say Ultra Blue Jay did improve a lot.
Yeah,
from
he knows
last
he knows
season.
how to play tanks
I'll
well.
give him that. I'll give him that. He did improve a lot. But
I
Shady
can
is
agree.
actually really good. Like, see, Peach, Blood King is like Peach is.
Arctic Ops
Well,
and Thunderbirds.
anyway, let's just say that my style of jungling is very team oriented.
I mean, I think his
suits
is
this
too.
Arctic
Like
Ops.
he is not a
He has
like
more
Ultra Blue
coverage.
Jay's not a carry jungler.
Yeah.
And he has more CS in total, like, farming.
Well, I
jungle
mean, you guys
better.
also have 2 more games, so don't.
There aren't
Oh, I
many
guess
carry
so.
junglers.
So don't. Yeah, don't. The game's played are
But I
important,
mean,
too.
that doesn't necessarily. I've beaten a lot of people who have way more CS than me because I'm going around and ganking lanes whereas and getting objectives, whereas other people are doing the full clears and stuff. Which I mean, now with the new meta, it could be that's where my downfall is, because I don't farm enough.
That's true. We can talk about that with teams with the new
But I mean, that's something that I do, late in the
patch.
game that a lot of other junglers don't do is, I'm giving a lot of my camps away to my carries so that they can carry me instead of, if I'm playing driving for tank, I don't need, my Raptor camp. I don't need my blue buff. I might want them, but my laners are very greedy.
Shady is smart. He knows where gold
Yeah.
should be allocated.
Well, I wanna ask. Okay,
I agree with that.
because I feel like this is either a meme or truth. Is Shady's champ pool small? I see this
That's
said a
a
lot. I see this said a lot.
Who says that?
Depends on what you
A lot
define
of
as small.
I
people
saw
say
that
that.
once in Twitch
Nah,
chat. What are you talking about,
I've
Billy?
seen quite a
Use
few
your
people.
sword.
I've seen quite a few people say that you have a
I've
small
seen
champ
people
pool.
say it in banter, trash talk, whatever.
But I'm
okay,
wondering if it's actually
I
true
don't
or
know
not.
what to count as big or small for a jungler's champ
Can't
pool, but
maybe
I
like
agree.
can't get
It's
banned.
one
Like
dimensional.
not gonna get
It's one dimensional.
banned out basically. Like if they 5 banned you, would you just be
Oh, if
screwed?
they 5-ban him, I don't know what he'd play.
Oh, I
like,
know what I would
like
play,
that's my
but
question.
But
that's kind of my thing is that I have like priority list for junglers, and as they get banned, I move on to the next one. So
I wouldn't panic, but I would be very, what's it called?
Concerned.
Lost. I wouldn't know what he would.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean
and
I
wouldn't
don't
know
think
what to expect.
I don't think a team
That's-
is gonna 5 ban anyone like ever in Risen.
And like worst
But
case,
it's just like a
if-
question.
yeah,
Happened
if
in
they
Rampage.
3-ban him,
Oh,
we
it
would
did,
pick him
yeah.
first round, I think.
I got 5 banned once. They banned Twitch. That's when you know they're insecure.
What the fuck?
Arch says Shady's champ pool is small, so they double ban in phase 1, but he still picks fine champs and does fine. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I feel like he
yeah,
usually
yeah.
gets double 1 or 2 bans in the first round.
I think
I
he can
don't-
survive first ban phase without a problem.
Yeah, I don't think you even need to know how to play every jungler. You just need to know how to play 5 of them.
Oh, for sure.
True.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't think that's.
Yeah, because
Does it really matter?
less like brutal.
I guess it matters if someone wanted to 5 ban a jungler, but I don't think that's
Yeah,
happening.
but like, who the fuck's gonna do that? If
I
you do
don't
that,
know.
you're
I mean,
trolling
yeah,
your
just-
entire draft.
And I mean,
Worst
and
case-
maybe if you were really confident, it would like get you the win. I don't know.
Yeah, but even then, if they 3-ban us first round, like why wouldn't you pick a jungler first round? Then
I mean, yeah, you. Hopefully you
that's
would.
just terrible drafting if you actually let him get 5-ban too.
So, like, I think probably the reason that people say I, have a small champ pool is because I only play, in competitive, I only play a certain amount. But
Yeah, you play
like, I've got a list,
percentage.
and there's 15 champions in it that I can,
Yeah.
play at a decent
Yeah.
level. So,
You know who
You're
else-
just
who else
choosing to
has a
play the
list?
best champions.
exactly,
'Cause there's no need to play anything else, and this is the
Exactly.
highest success rate champion. So like,
Right.
why pick anything else?
TP
exactly. I
support.
don't want to play Jarvan for every game, but I'm
Yeah.
going to.
But if it's gonna get you the win, who cares?
All right. Any other thoughts on jungle? Who do we think? Who do you think wins jungle for their team? Who's impacting the map
Gecko.
more?
Blue Jay. My boy Blue
ShadyGecko.
Jay is.
I think
Blue
if
Jay
Shady
will
can stop
impact the
the
game.
bot
You'll-
camp, they're good.
I'm gonna mention that later on, but yeah.
Blue
Yeah,
Jay
I
will
agree
impact the
with that.
game, not positively. That's all I'm gonna
Oh, not
Oh.
positively.
I hope Blue Jay's not listening right now.
say.
Oh.
Alright, let's go to mid lane. So mid lane we have PhD mid lane for Arctic Ops and Kaden for Thunderbirds.
Can I
Look
say
at that
this
KD
is
differential.
probably just a huge difference? I think PhD is super good. You can tell from his stats. He's played less games and done more damage than Caden. He's
Yeah,
done
but, like,
almost
there's a
20
little
PhD's the
20,000
only
more
carry on
damage.
AO.
There's a little caveat though, because their champ pools are widely different, and part of that is what allows PhD to have such ridiculous KDs.
Yeah, I
He
was
also
gonna.
had free games
And the
against
one game where
Tortugas.
he got like 20 kills because he got the lane versus Mowgli also didn't help.
Well, I was gonna ask, does PhD?
He got his kill. Hey, just so you know, he got his kills on you and the jungler, not
Sure, I wanna see
on.
those champ pools.
He
not
got them
on
because
Ethan.
Mowgli was a terrible mid laner and allowed him to go everywhere he wanted.
Oh man.
I was gonna ask, is PhD the person that has a small champ pool? Like if you ban 1 or 2 things out, like
No,
no. Here,
no.
let me
He
ask
got-
differently.
okay.
If you ban
Got, like,
Talia
30
out,
kills
if you
against
ban
us.
Talia out, is he way less effective? like
No.
in
You
a
ban
team
Talia
environment.
and Nivea, and then PhD won't be an issue.
That's what
He
I was
played
gonna say.
Wukong mid and got 30 kills against the Tortugas.
But well, you guys had like all gold
that
players.
was
Like, let's
pro
not use
team.
T.
He was against Arch. He was against Arch.
Okay, well I don't know. Was it Arch giving away 30 kills?
Yeah, Arch kind of inted a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Poor Arch.
No, Caden.
You guys don't respect my boy
I
Arch enough.
think Caden's like okay. I know that this is my
Caden's a
meme.
wild
That
card.
I'm gonna say he's good for his rank. I say this all the time on these podcasts. But I do think Caden is good for like being plat 4. Like
Oh, yeah,
watching
Caden-
him, like he's a good mid laner.
With counterpick is actually kind of dangerous if you
Yeah.
pick something that's wildly like destroyable with counterpick.
Oh yeah.
The issue is PhD's champs are super safe, so yeah, you can't just pick Mordekaiser into Galio and whoop him because PhD won't
Mhm.
play Galio.
So I mean, I
So-
guess
Not
the
if I pay
question
him.
is like, where does PhD get his advantages? Is it from just like roaming? So if you can keep him from roaming, does that make Arctic Ops way less effective?
He gets his
Probably.
bonus from
I mean, if he
Big.
plays Talia, yeah, he roams a lot.
Let's
and he
not talk about
plays-
strategy now.
He
Well, no, I
plays
mean,
well
I'm gonna
with his
talk about
jungle.
strategy because
Yeah.
because
He
I
plays-
think PhD is way less effective if he's not roaming from what I've seen. So like, is that a strategy?
I
I mean,
mean-
I think yeah, keeping him from roaming.
Yeah, PhD is safe, can farm well, and plays generally pretty smart. But yeah, those are, I would say, his strengths. Mechanically, he's okay, but he's nothing like he's not like Marge where you're like scared of getting solo killed. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Caden definitely wants to smash lane if he can.
Yeah, Caden's an ego player, and I like that.
So he's got
Yeah.
that. He's got that.
We-
He's got
Wait,
that
you don't like
ego.
people
He's
being
got
Like-
that
You
ego.
just called
edge.
someone
no,
else
no,
an ego
no.
player and he was dog shit.
No,
What the hell
no,
is this
there's a
metric?
no.
Well,
There's a
he's saying
distinct difference
Caden
between
can Caden back
no,
it
no.
up.
His play style is egotistical, not his actual like personality or whatever.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. Like he goes for solo kills. He
disrespect.
wants to fight. Like
Mhm.
he's looking for shit. You know. He's
Yeah.
not looking to just chill and play with his jungler or whatever.
Yeah, he's definitely looking to solo kill the other mid
Like
laner
he's
if
trying
he
to cat
can.
out on the rift, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not talking about like him fucking going off on people in banter trash talk channel after playing Malphite games.
he's looking to scrap in lane for sure.
Exactly, and that
Like-
I respect.
Like in TV's last series, I think he played first game he played Triss. He had a Renekton game and he had like 2 Mordekaiser games.
Yeah, he has a weird champ pool. I'll say that.
I'm getting
He just
messaged
says
on the
give
Just
up
side.
everything.
like he's looking to fuck you up.
Yeah, he's like, I play Triss, I play Mordekaiser, I play Renekton, I also play
Hold on.
Orianna.
Guys, I'm getting
Yeah.
message on the side that Caden plays like an absolute bitch. So
Who
let
says
that be
that?
known.
Is it Chaperone that's saying that?
Yeah.
Wait, he sent me one too. Hey, so just for the podcast, Caden didn't roam a single time from when we played him. He sat in mid lane and played scared as fuck.
Well,
All
we're
game while
not
his bot
talking-
lane snowballed.
We're not talking. Well, we're not talking about
Yeah.
roaming. There's a difference.
My
between
Oh,
anonymous
wait,
roaming
what
and
about
source
that
that Hugo
Garen play in
exposed.
Game 5, dude? That was like the best play in the series.
I'll be honest, I don't watch Caden play that much, but yeah. Wait,
I
when-
watched like one series of him, like the 5-game series.
I played versus him once, and he played Kale, and I dicked him, but
That's
that
Kale.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, he had a Kale game somewhere too in these
Yeah,
one of these.
that,
one of these
that
games.
literally doesn't mean anything because like it's expected. You know what I mean? Like he, as you said, he might be good for his rank, but like he's still P4 at heart.
Still flat at
Aw.
heart.
Oh.
So who do
No,
we
like
think?
he's
No, dude, he roams. Like
Okay,
Game 5, he teleported on Garen and like saved that like shit like fight bot lane.
I
What was
love when
that
my
game,
mid
dude?
laners TP bot lane.
no, but
Yeah,
he's
dude,
like
that's a
Umbria.
roam,
He's
like-
really good value. Like he doesn't cost you any
Yeah.
points for your rank budget, but he actually does his
No,
job.
hey, this is like fantasy football now.
Oh, that's a fair point though.
It is a fair
Oh,
point.
we have
No,
fantasy
yeah.
risen. That'd be kick.
That's
That
a
would be
good
fun. If
ass
someone can
point.
figure out a way to do fantasy.
Like
let's
think
do
about it. Like
Joe, can we?
Like I take
I
up
don't
so
know. I
much
don't know
of
how
our
that
open
works.
rank budget. Me, Cage, we take up all our rank budget.
Yeah, and then you in half the.
I didn't. In open.
True.
I got into an open. Let's be
Dang it.
real.
Okay, you mean you did. But if someone just looked at the stat, they would say, "Wow, that top laner inted."
Yeah, that's
Tell me
true.
you got
If you look
into
at
harder
the
than I did.
scoreboard.
Please tell me.
Wait, don't bring it back up.
Okay, I won't. Okay, so who do we think wins mid lane, or does it matter? Does it depend on what's happening?
It's PhD.
PhD
I-
wins
I-
100%.
Just give enough credit to Caden. That's all I'm saying. Like PhD wins. It's not as bad as it looks.
Alright, so let's do the bot lane now. I like to do bot lane together since it is a duo lane. So for Archer Cups, we have Kiora and 4000 IQ. And then for Thunderbirds, we have Neath and I have Enlist. And I don't really have a way to get them together, so we'll just have to sort of switch back and forth on the stats.
Kiora's
So
good for a rampage player.
damn.
Damn. I think Neath is the super carry of Thunderbirds.
You know what I was surprised looking at Kiora though? Because he was like known for his CS lane and Rampage, right?
Yeah.
But his
Well,
CS lane
in
here.
Rampage.
Well, no one like denies CS in Rampage. Like I
Yeah,
think I
that's
had like
true.
9 or 10
Yeah,
CS per minute
Well,
in Rampage.
that's also
And it's
not
like,
CS
Giga
per minute,
Smurf.
right? Because
What'd you say?
that's missing.
What?
That's missing 2 games. Oh, there's the
No,
CS per minute.
no,
Just
this
kidding.
is CS per minute.
I was
Yeah,
behind you.
that's really bad. But
Um,
also, like in his defense, 4K plays like a fucking psychopath. So
does
like
play
it's
like a
completely like
psychopath.
understandable that like 4K will just like int a game away, and then it's like you can't farm.
I mean, I agree that
Yeah.
4K
Especially
plays
ADCs
like
and
a
Dom know how to
like a
like
psychopath.
punish that a lot harder.
4K's playstyle is opposite to his actual personality. He's like super calm and chill, but then when he plays, he's like literally like a
Flash under
berserker.
tower Morgana binding.
Yeah.
That
It's
dude,
like,
I was
it's
about
like
to
he's
say that.
unleashing all
Flashbacks
the
to
pen-
BOL finals, man. That guy
Yeah.
scares me.
He's just limit testing, bro.
He's unleashing his
He's
limit testing in
He will
finals.
limit test in finals and does not
we
care.
still won that game though, so
You did
I had to bleach my eyes mid
for
game,
other
but yeah.
reasons. So should we talk individually first, and then I guess duo? So let's go ADC first. Kiora and Neath.
Biggest
I think Neath's
difference
better.
in like lane matchup, like
Neath is super carry.
exactly, and then
Neath is
Kiora's
super
like
carry.
Neath is a
super
Kai'Sa
bad.
one-trick.
Yes, but he's Kaisa one trick super carry.
I mean, he's just a
I
discount
mean,
me if
if
he's a
no one
Kai'Sa
bans
one
it from
trick.
Kai'Sa, if no one bans Kai'Sa, why not
Yeah,
just
no,
keep
I-
picking
Wait, we
I
it?
both
think-
play Kai'Sa? Wait, it's gonna
Thund-
be a contested pick then.
Thunderbirds.
I don't see it live yet.
It should be, right? It says live right now. I didn't check earlier, but it was saying like starting in 30 seconds.
Okay, now we're live. All right, so sorry guys. Sorry, my Streamlabs just doesn't want to work today. I don't know what's wrong. Keeps dropping frames. So we were talking about support for Arctic Ops and Thunderbirds. Hugo said that he thinks 4K more impactful, I guess, in lane. Any other opinions?
I said that?
Well, you said he's better. I don't. Well,
Yeah,
who did you
think
say
he's a
was better?
player. Yeah, I think he's a
Okay.
better player. He's a little less reliable.
What about everyone else?
Don't really have any thoughts, to be honest.
You guys here?
It's like
yeah. Sorry. Nah, I mean, I think that 4K, what you see in lane isn't necessarily, his only strength. He's, very good at shot calling and having a positive attitude. I think that's very important.
PMS.
It's funny because he's untiltable, even though he's like known for like flaming in solo queue and getting bad honor for it.
Wait,
Yeah, I
really?
didn't
Did you
know
know he
that.
played in solo queue?
Or at least he used to. I don't know. He's changed man.
Poop, have you played against either of these supports?
He's played with 4K.
I played with 4K for BOL.
Oh, true. What about, have you
And-
played against Intless?
I have not. I try to avoid
Okay.
apes as much as possible. No, I'm
Okay, so do you have opinions on
I don't
4K
visit the
at
zoo
least?
that much. No, I'm joking.
oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Don't you play before a lot?
No, I mean 4K. I think can either like solo win a lane or solo lose the lane. I think it's very probable that either of those happens like throughout the series, where like sometimes he'll play Leona and just like 1v9 the game, or like 1v2 the lane, and then just like win. And then sometimes he'll just play Morgana and then just miss every binding and flash around tower and bind a minion and then lose the lane. So like, it's so coin flip. I feel. I think the ADC diff is a little bit in the side of TB, but it just depends on jungle pressure. I think jungle pressure decides that lane.
Well, interesting. Well, and so like, from what I've noticed in their games is that Thunderbirds kind of just camp spot lane every game. Like
Yep.
they don't really have any other game plan besides camping bot lane.
Now we got macro.
The
just
macro
what-
of camping bot lane.
Macro camping
I mean,
bot lane.
in their defense, that can also
Let's do
always
drag
that
after we
can be
kill them bot lane.
matchup dependent. So like I played against Dallas's team in BOL, and I just camped his lane for Peach, and we destroyed him. And I did that every game.
No,
So
but
people might have said,
I don't think
No,
it's matchup. Like
Thunderbirds.
every time I watch Thunderbirds play, they've camped bot lane. I don't
They
think it's
actually just
it's
camp bot
matchup. I
lane
think
every
they just
single
camp
game.
their bot lane.
I mean, I feel like what's gonna happen is Kior just plays Ezreal, and then like 4K plays something that roams, like either Nat or Leona, and then Kior just tries to be not interacted with as much as possible and play safe as possible, and then TB just wins across, or sorry, AO just wins across the map, and then bot lane doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, please let Kiora play Ezreal. That's like.
Any
You
thoughts?
won't be able to interact with him. He plays like an absolute bitch.
Well,
But
you
Non-factor then. Then they basically have a no 80 carry.
I
That's
think
basically
what
it is.
I think what
doesn't matter
Neath's-
if your entire map loses.
No, no.
Yeah.
I think what Neath's trying to say here is he boot camped on Exile, so he can now say, "Pick me Jin," to fuck up the Ezreal.
Oh yeah, I played.
Apparently, Jin is a hard counter to Ezreal, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think anything's a hard counter to Ezreal. Ezreal's just bad.
Then why
Unless
did you
it's
ask us to pick you
trashing.
Ezreal in your game 5?
I wanted to lose.
You smurfed though, so I'll give you a pass.
"Oh wait, it was your game that you did really well on Ezreal." I don't remember how he did on Ezreal.
I kind of popped off on Ez, yeah.
So
That
in
was kinda
bot
hot.
lane, who do we think which bot lane has more impact?
It depends
Arctic
on like
Ops or
what they
TB?
draft.
Well, okay.
Okay, so it's bot lane. It's matchup dependent.
Well, no, I think
Yeah.
I think TB won't. Neither bot lane will have much impact because TBs will win, but they'll get so fucking shit on in everywhere else that they won't have any impact. That's how I
Yeah.
see it. But
I think as long as AO just like neutralizes or like doesn't lose by much, they just win.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Even if by any chance they aren't individually outclassed, they are just better like as in macro wise and in terms of like decision making on AO's side. So even assuming they're even individually, it's just not gonna go well for TB.
Now, what do you mean? Our macros like the reason why we won that fucking
comments,
best
Neath?
of fives.
Hello?
What that
Hello?
macros? Why we won that best?
Is Neath
of
talking?
Dude.
Can
Yeah,
hear
I
you
am.
now.
Can you not hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Julie, I can hear them. I don't know what you're on.
Wait, I can't hear them. Oh my god, hold
No, I
on.
can hear both
I'm,
of them.
I'm here.
I think Neath is pretty low on in
Hello?
volume.
Hello.
Yeah,
Oh, now I
Neath
can
just
hear
starts
you.
screaming.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't hear Neath or Slappy.
Oh,
Oh.
All right, any thoughts?
Oh yeah,
Any
like
thoughts on bot lane?
we just like know how to play. We know what we need to do to win. We know our win condition, and like
we can just like lose gracefully and just win off like team fighting because like we're way better at that than probably AO is because they basically rely on PhD to carry them.
That sounds
That is
like a
literally all it
most
is.
thing to do. Just kind of.
Dude, that's what NIA
kind of be better at team
Camp
fighting.
bot. They tried to camp bot and backfire.
Can
Yeah.
you have to pull the trigger on the Risen rules?
I think
This play also.
it's-
Fuck does that mean?
Seems to be just kind of like, can AO get far enough ahead on the top side and mid side of their map that the bot lane camp doesn't ruin the game for them?
Theoretically, this new preseason patch actually plays towards solo lanes getting
Well,
further
okay,
ahead.
so let's go to talk about teams as together while we talk about the patch because I feel like that is applicable.
Yeah.
So let's just go down the line because it's
Wait, Dom.
easier to do that when we're talking about team strength. So we'll start with you, Hugo. What do you think the strengths and weaknesses are of both teams?
AO's solo lanes plus jungler. And then I also Shady and 4K have been playing together for a while, so jungle support synergies there. Kira's the only one I don't really know much about, and he's like, if something is to be exploited on AO, it's probably Kiora and potentially Peach if he's having a weird day. But other than that, it's like I don't see any like clear weakness, at least at this level of play. Not something TB can really abuse.
What about Thunderbirds?
Their top laner can only play Maokai.
Explain more than Maokai.
No, but I don't know. I just feel like they're worse individually. I don't remember any like crazy mistakes, but that's also because I don't pay attention to that too much. If that makes, I only like focus on like micro mistakes. I'll be honest. So when they make like a huge macro error, I don't notice it too much. But they play too much to Neath. So if you shut Neath down, then they lose. Unless
Alright.
Keegan's on board.
Not true. All right, Neath. What do you think are strengths and weaknesses for both teams?
Arctic Ops.
This is where you praise the enemy team.
Right, I'll praise the
Yeah.
enemy team. This is the only time I will. Arctic Ops just need PhD to not like lose lane. It could go even or win. Like that's all that has to happen. So 2 out of 3 options have to happen for them to win. But if like PhD like loses lane or like gets like locked in his cage in mid with Caden, then like we'll just win like through our side lanes. Because you guys are not giving Blood any credit, dude. He'll fucking win his lane enough to get us like side lane advantage. We'll just push in and pincer and camp mid. There you go.
I know you weren't watching our
Feet in detail.
series, but Peach fucking almost carried like so hard when I completely demolished PhD. Like our only win versus AO, Peach almost like straight up 1v9 when the rest of the map was like running it. Including
but like you guys were running it. We don't run it. Like we don't have 70 kill games. We have fucking like 20 kill games.
True. Come on, most games are the best games. They're fun. Everyone has fun.
Fires. And then Thunderbirds, like we just need to play as a team and like just keep a strong mental. And if we lose a couple games, who cares? You can just bring it back in a reverse sweep. There you go.
Yeah, I was surprised you guys reverse sweep. Props to that.
That was a good game.
I'm surprised most
Series.
reverse sweep the pre-made.
All right, Slappy.
I think the series goes one of 2 ways. Either it's a 5-game series.
Wait, no, not predictions. Team strengths,
Oh, shit.
weaknesses.
This is gonna sort of lead into that.
Okay, well, don't do your prediction yet. That's at the end.
I think either AO smashes or it's like super close.
Okay.
So
How do they smash?
I think AO, their top side is too strong. I think Blood's just not gonna hold up to Peach. I think at the point earlier where Peach was like almost 1v9ing that series, I think he's super good. And as long as their bot lane doesn't giga feed, I think they just win through their top side match and through Peach's like split push.
Although, actually, you keep going. I was.
And then for Thunderbirds, I think their strategy is too narrow, whereas they just camp bot lane every single game. And if they can't do that, then I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, do they even have a game plan? Like once that fails.
Okay. Let's move to poop because we don't have too much time left.
I think AO just hard wins, low key.
Okay, but why?
I just think AO is so much better,
Team-wise,
like
but
individually.
why? Okay.
I think Shady is an insane jungler. He's also so fucking cute. I think that I think Peach Buzz Fizzle, my boy Pooch, either plays Vladimir in 1v9s or kind of runs it a little bit, but still ends up doing work somewhere. PhD will just pull out some random Wukong mid and randomly get a pentakill because, you know, that's what he does. I think Kiora just does his job as a utility ADC, doesn't int too hard, I hope, and then 4K just plays the rest of the map.
I just want to say.
What about Arc? Anything for Thunderbirds?
I don't really know any of the players. I mean, like, it's a little biased because I've never played against or with any of them.
Yeah.
I've heard he's just like alright. I'm only saying that because he's in the call. I can't play him too hard.
Oh, thanks, Pooh. Appreciate it.
But I don't really know him too much. I never played against him. I never played with him, so I can't really make too much of a judgment based off that. Their kill participation seems a lot higher than AO across the board. I don't know if that's because AO solo kills more or TB just plays like a team more. So I don't know which one ends up working out better. It depends on like if they're individually a lot better micro-wise at winning. Because if AO just like solo kills every lane, it's just an easy win. But I don't know how adept they are at like rotating as a team and skirmishing, which it looks like TB is good at. So it just depends.
I just wanted to mention one thing that I kind of forgot was that this is played on preseason patch where tanks are fucking nuts and
Is it tank meta again?
Is top lane? It's 90%.
I don't know.
Sure
I don't
it's
know
like
what
a
the meta
tank
is.
meta.
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't played the
Peach's
game yet.
pool-
Yeah.
Peach's entire pool basically got fucked in the ass, while Blood King's pool of Maokai got really buffed.
True. So it could.
Okay.
I mean, it's also going to depend on like which team is like. Will it matter if one team practices a lot on this new
Yeah,
patch and map and like actually understands how to play it versus the team that doesn't?
I mean, I don't think fundamentally it's too much different.
I think the dragons are a big. The dragons.
It's the same as it's still dragons. Like it's still an objective bot side. You
I
need to
know, but
fight
I'm
for
saying
it.
if someone like if a team really doesn't understand like what the dragons do or like how they
It's all like the same
can
thing.
hurt her, I think it's
No,
pretty different.
this patch is
Dragons, like-
actually like really
There's
weird.
a pretty strange patch. Some strange stuff
Like
happening,
hitting felt
especially
like
with
this patch. Mort
especially with Elder.
Mort felt nuts with the new conk.
All right, well let's go to Shady because we only have a few minutes left. Shady.
Okay, strengths and weaknesses of
Yeah.
their team. I don't really know them that well, but I know that Neath is a pretty good player, so I think that their bot lane is going to be good. But yeah, I think that let's see. So I think that from what everybody else has been saying, I think that they have a weakness top lane and possibly mid lane, just because of the way that our players play. I think that they'll be able to exploit, the strengths of their team members won't be as good against our team members in those lanes, I think. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
All right. Well, let's move to predictions. We have a few minutes left. I'm gonna go down the line. Can you go to that predictions tab?
Oh yeah.
Hugo?
Sure.
So I think Neath is first.
All
Well,
right.
do I just do it under or next to it?
Just click on. No, I can type.
Oh,
Because
right.
it'll show up.
Right, yeah,
You don't have to type. All right, Neath. What's your prediction? Best of 5 series.
3-2 Thunderbirds. We're probably gonna drop some games, but like we'll pull through in the end. Stronger mental.
All right. Slappy, gentle.
Ooh, I think it's probably just gonna be AO 3-1. I think they can smash, but I'll give Thunderbirds a game.
they get Caden on Mord one game.
Yeah.
All right, Shady.
So I beat Thunderbirds last season in semifinals, I think, or maybe it was
Oh
quarters.
yeah, you're
Very
right.
different.
So I've already
It is
got
a-
experience. This is already easy,
It is a
so
very different team, though.
I don't even care. I would say 3-0 for AO. However, I think that we'll drop 2 games as we adjust to the meta, because I know it's been 3 days since the patch, and if they come up with something that we didn't really realize or something like that, it'll take a little bit to adjust.
Oh, he's up 3-2.
So you could put me down
3-2.
for average for 3-1.
3-1. Okay. All right, Hugo.
I'll put 3-1 too. I think.
For AO.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
3-1 AO. Probably like one of them will win a game. Statistically.
All right, Poop.
I think it's gonna be 2-0 with game 3 being an FF. They're gonna pull an SSS.
I'd still a
My
3-0.
lord.
3-0.
Gonna get
They're
them
pulling an
all.
SSS and just gonna run down game 3 and get permabanned.
Wait, SSS didn't even play a game 3.
Exactly.
They didn't even play a game 2.
They won't also play a game 3. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
All right. I'm gonna be the underdog person and say TB because I always root for the underdogs.
Thanks, Focus.
no.
Because I want an
Is that
exciting.
why you rooted for the Tortugas last year? Hold up.
No, I knew you
Hold
guys were
up.
just gonna win. I want an exciting final, so hopefully it goes to game 5, no matter what.
I hope
guys
not.
better play
Can
slow.
I just say, if it goes to game 5, Thunderbirds win.
If it goes to game 5, it's all mental game 5. It's all who's less tired game 5.
I believe Neath can just hype them up.
Yeah.
True. All right. Well, thanks for joining, guys. We're gonna stream pre-made on either Hugo or Cage's channel, so I'll put that in unofficial streams, and it'll be starting in a couple minutes. But thanks so much for coming, guys. Remember, finals for Dumb Opener this Saturday. Is it at 7 or 8 o'clock?
8
Did you guys
PM
change?
EST.
8 p.m. So it's starting an hour late. So 8 p.m. EST. If it's a best of 5, good luck to you guys, because that's gonna be a late series.
Yeah, come support TB. Fucking
Yeah, come
100
support
viewers.
us.
100 viewers.
Yeah, 100 viewers.
I believe-
Let's hit 100.
Can I also say I'm rooting for TB?
Yeah, let's go.
I want you guys to win.
I know you do, brother.
Do I end the stream or no? Or do I just
Yeah,
stop?
we can say bye.
I just
we
want
can
to say,
end, so it's
I just want to say that I really want to win because I have not won a Risen Championship for the past 6 seasons that I've been in playoffs.
It's
So
true.
I'm ready.
Get my boy Shady a ring.
But I don't want to jinx it either, so I'll be okay if TB wins. If it's them winning, then it's all right.
Alright.
All
That
right,
was a
thanks,
sandbag.
guys.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back with
Thanks
you.
for
the good
watching.
one.
We're back in a couple minutes, yeah.